hope that you're finally in your summer routine and things are going well for you and your athletes. I just want to come back and confirm a couple things that I think are important for you to keep in mind throughout the summer, both for you and your athletes. We have been promoting the B3 bands or blood flow restriction system uh, for, again, initially we were doing it for the coaches because we realized there's certain things involved here that they need to, first of all, experience, I think, before you would have any athlete necessarily experience the value of them. Uh, the other reason is that, again, they aren't extremely expensive, but they aren't cheap either. So, again, I do want to emphasize, though, that we're finding more and more success with the various people that we've put in touch with the B3 bands, from rehabbing knees to uh, cardiovascular to all kinds of things. So, again, we feel that it takes a lot of the pressure off the joints, takes a lot of the pressure off the time frame that you're being forced into. Um, Again, you're talking 20 minutes max is all that's necessary with it. My latest routine that I've been doing is I'll go and do my normal hour and a half workout in the morning, and then I'll come home and put the B3 on, and I will go 6 minutes cardio, grinding out on a cross trainer, trying to activate as much musculature involved in the movement as I can, upper and lower body on a cross trainer, and then I'll do that, whatever body area that I'm emphasizing that day, then I'll do 2 sets of 30 with that, and it's basically a 12-minute routine, and I'm done. So I felt real good with that. When I was doing a full 20-minute workout on top of my other workout, it just, again, I think this routine that I've come up with recently has been more effective right now. The others seem to be doing a day after day kind of wore you down. So that's not the purpose of the whole thing, is to help you increase your circulation, help you increase all your growth hormones and get all your hormonal system back and going, which I found to be extremely beneficial. You're welcome to call me at any time at 513-277-1938 and discuss it. I think that this is one of the biggest breakthroughs we've had in time saving and also productive training that we've had in a long time. Second thing I wanted to emphasize is we also put out the teaching and learning principles again this week. And I think it's important for you to look at that and follow through. A lot of you have not had Education 101, and I know we all groaned in my generation when we had to go out student teach. We had to get our lesson plans, we had to get our goals and objectives, we had to do all the paperwork that was necessary to go out and teach. And at first you're thinking, well, you know, what do I need this for? I know what to do, I know what they need to do, blah, blah, blah. So again, the more I got into coaching and teaching, the more I realized the importance of all these principles being attacked with each and everything that we do, okay? And for example, and I'm going to talk about this more and more as the summer goes on, but for example, I think the number one thing that you can do to see if you're actually getting across to your kids, your players, okay, what you're trying to teach them is let your best student athlete that you're working with, let them teach you and teach the rest of their teammates. And you'll find out real quick what voids you have in your teaching and also what voids they have in their learning. One of the fellows I work closely with, he was just with his offensive lineman, and they were talking about a bucket step, and they said that we do a bucket step, and they asked him why. And they had no clue why they do a bucket step. So again, these are just little details, but in each and every area of your program, you ought to be going through the teaching and learning principles and making sure that everything's being presented in a organized, constructive fashion, and that they're actually involved. And this is the other key element, whether you be in business, whether you be in coaching, I don't care what you're in, the key is to keep all those that you're working with involved in the process. And that's only going to be done if you're not preaching to them, but you're allowing them, you're teaching them, and you're allowing feedback from them. So have a great week with your athletes. And again, don't forget your families. And we look forward to hearing from you on any equipment needs that you have. Particularly bands right now are getting harder and harder to get a hold of because of all the issues internationally. So please don't hesitate to get a quote ahead of time, and we'll do what we can to help you out. Have a great week.